Brought together by their villainous, naturally aspirated V8 engines, the HSV Club Sport R8 SV Black Edition and the Lexus GSF are otherwise chalk and cheese.
Exactly. While the power outputs are really similar, the prices vary wildly, which should make this a very interesting showdown. When matters of the heart and hip pocket collide, deciding just which of these bent ape brutes offers better value may seem like an easy ask, but it's not quite as simple as that. The similarities between this pair are as important as their differences. Let's start with the obvious: price. You could buy two HSVs for the price of the Lexus, and in spite of the difference, equipment levels are quite comparable.
They both feature modern infotainment offerings and premium audio systems.
They both have selectable drive modes too, so you can go eco-friendly, nice and quiet, or turn up the wick and go really fast.
But it's under the bonnet where things take a turn. HSV uses a 6.2 litre Chevrolet V8 that actuates the valves using a traditional pushrod arrangement.
The Lexus, on the other hand, uses a more modern 21st century double overhead cam arrangement to extract similar power from a smaller 5 litre unit. That's all good and well on paper, but how does it pan out on the road? The HSV's bimodal exhaust valves give it a much louder voice. I just wish there was a bit more pop and crackle, like in the Commodore SSV Redline. But noise aside, where the HSV trumps the Lexus is in the suspension. Not only does it feel more comfortable punching through corners at high speed, but it's also more compliant, so even around town or mid-corner bumps, it seems to soak them up a lot better. But in the Lexus, the seating position is much lower. Feels more like a sports car because of that. And what about that V8 sound? That's pretty good. It's not quite as loud as the big Chevy engine beating away in the HSV, but it still has a certain manic rawness to it. I never feel completely comfortable at the limit. The ESP is kicking in more often. The back end never feels really tied down, which can be a good or a bad thing depending on your outlook. And the steering, it just doesn't have the feel of the HSV. These cars couldn't be more different. The Lexus has got the powertrain response, and it really takes off in a straight line. But everywhere else, the HSV has its measure.
The interior of the Lexus is just superb. It is undoubtedly leagues ahead of the HSV. And that powertrain is brilliant. It is so composed. It is just so fast.
Couldn't agree more, but when push comes to shove, this is the car I want to be driving. It's more engaging, it's more fun, and ultimately more satisfying to drive fast. So really, is the Lexus an $80,000 better car? Not on your life.